guys, T here. Welcome to join us on our Jack. I want to share a couple quick healing stories. I was at Panera Bread one time sharing with a guy, and he told me that he had fibromyalgia. So before the meal, I prayed for the dinner, and I just asked God to heal him of his fibromyalgia. At the end of the dinner, he said, "Well, I'm feeling about 25% better." So I prayed again, and he sent me a note. A week later, he was 50% better, and within 2 weeks, totally healed of fibromyalgia. Doctors verification, medically proven. And then the second testimony is I prayed for a man who had bone spurs at another restaurant, had him walk across the parking lot in his stocking feet. He's a good friend of mine to this day, totally healed that day, didn't have to go to the doctor. Praise God for these two amazing healings.
I was with some middle schoolers one time, and we were talking about how God speaks and how to hear from God. And I was sharing with them about how God speaks through His Word. So I just wanted them to have an opportunity to hear from God any scriptures that He might be putting on their hearts. And one of them shared a verse that was on their heart that talked about overcoming fear and anxiety. And another one of them said, "I got the same verse pop into my head." And so I said, "I think God's speaking about something. How many of you are dealing with fear or anxiety right now? But just raise your hand." And most of the hands in the room went up. So then those two who got those verses were able to pray for everybody else, for peace and for the presence of God.
When Jason was little, sometimes I would let him sleep with me at night when Jay would be out traveling. Well, this particular night, he woke up crying, and I was trying to figure out what was going on, and somehow I determined his ear was hurting. So I tried to give him some medicine, but he didn't want to take it. And I'm praying over him in the spirit. I'm doing everything I can, and he would go in and out of sleep and crying, and finally he just looked up at me and said, "It's okay, Mom. Jesus is going to heal me." And from that time on, he was sleeping through the night.
Please join us on Wednesday, July 22nd, as Clint Cave leads us through the study of Philippians chapter 4. On Friday, July 31st at 7:15 p.m., join us for a worship night, which will include worship music as well as floral arranging, colored pencil art, and other creative arts.